Okay, I think we need to go for Yvette's class. Thank you.
Enjoy the class.
Thank you for the conversation.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, enjoy. Come on,
Take
Yvette.
care.
Let's
Enjoy
go.
the class. It was nice
Nenek
having
make a
you.
tea.
Oh, sure, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Choose a card that best represents how you cope with stress and mental wellness.
It's interesting. This.
Exercising is very important. I mean, if you guys didn't know, I work in the fitness industry, so I love exercising. So I exercise 5-6 times a week. A fit mind equals a fit body. A fit body equals a fit mind. Yeah. So when you exercise, you release endorphins, so you will feel happier. And also when I exercise, I usually do in group setting or on my own, so I can bond with my friends or maybe my sister.
Also, apart from that, I think socializing.
Socializing.
Yeah, because sometimes you feel very heavy, you feel very burnt out and all those things. So when you talk to the right person, like be your friends, your family or anyone, when you talk to them, you feel better.
Yes.
And sometimes you can improve. Sometimes some matters you don't have a solution and it's just stuck on your head. And then when you happen to talk to them, your friends...
The solution comes along
Exactly.
the way.
So when the solution comes in, you're like, hey, okay, this problem is not so big as what you think.
Yes, they
Then-
offer a new perspective.
Correct.
For me, listening to music.
What kind of music
I
do
can't
you
sing.
like?
I can't sing. I cannot sing. I like to listen to music because listening to music was one thing that will help you to de-stress. And the music that I'm listening are not those hard rock music.
Calming lah.
Calming music,
Classical?
jazz, classical. Especially when, for example, if let's say I do cooking,
Oh, you cook.
simple cooking at home, I like to switch on the class 95.
Oh, the
or 60,
radio.
the radio. So when you are doing cooking,
Some human
you listen
interaction.
to music, actually give some inspiration.
Oh.
The place is not so quiet.
Yes. Do you attend those
Okay.
events? Like those walks or
Oh,
runs?
yes, nowadays our government is very good. Our community clubs, they organize activities.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
attend
yeah.
those CC ones?
So we always participate, no? I mean, as far as we can, we will try to participate. They can organize outing to St. John's Island, all these things.
Oh, wow.
Do walking with them, no?
Wow, St. John's.
Yeah.
I think we should get motivated by it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. My age group usually, I think now we're in a different era, generation. Society is more fast-paced, more competitive, and sometimes we neglect. Health is one thing, but mental health is another thing. So yeah, it's how much you put time into yourself. I mean, if you can neglect yourself, your sleep, your stress, this is also neglecting your mental health. So how you manage it outside of work also lah. I think it's quite a taboo topic to talk about mental health lah. Some people are not able to be empathetic towards others. Yes. So I think it's best to usually have someone, a trusted friend or maybe a therapist to talk to for mental health. Yes, because sometimes you might think you're okay, but when you are speaking to a professional, then you are able to discover more about yourself along the way.
Speaking of that, I think now our current generation, they are more open about mental health.
Yes.
Now it's like really in social media, in many podcasts,
Yes.
people are openly talking about mental health.
Contributing factors.
Correct. A lot of contributing factor that actually leads us to depression. When you look at this kind of a podcast and all those things, you get a better idea like, okay, what is all this about and how can you tackle? Nowadays, they come with a solution.
Yes.
For those who my time all is like, if you have any problem, anything, they say straight, go to mental counselor,
Yeah,
go
the
to
school
school counselor
counselor.
and everything. But nowadays, it's not like that. It's
Yeah.
like very straight. Anything, you just open social media, there are so many variations, so many helplines for you.
Yes, correct.
So many centers
help
to...
is accessible.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
think nowadays society is very receptive towards mental health and they come to an understanding that being not okay is okay. In the first place, we should be more empathetic as a society empathy is a very key component in for mental illness. Meaning to say, I think nowadays we are too quick to judge when a person
correct.
reacts in a way like
We see it on surface value.
correct in like so-called like abnormal way they react. We quickly judge them. But we should have empathy that everyone have their own battle to play. We should also put ourselves in their shoes lah.
But also depends on the other person. You know, some people they are so they have the problem, they have trouble, and they do not want to share.
Correct.
Right? And it's not easy. It's a very challenging task to try to gain confidence to the person.
You're right.
It may not be totally able to solve the problem. At least try to listen.
Yeah, I think you guys raise very good points lah. Yes, empathy is important because sometimes it's really the only thing that you can do. You can't solve their
Yeah,
problems.
true.
You don't understand. No matter how much you put yourself into other people's shoes, right? You are not the one facing the issue. Yeah, so just being understanding and offering any help you can, it really helps.
Correct.
Yes. Asking if they need help also would actually benefit them because some people struggle to ask for help naturally.
I think lesser judgments
Yes.
will
Yeah,
help
correct.
the society to grow into a better place and a very positive way. Pick a moment when Singapore went through a crisis and share why it stayed with you.
Ooh.
Oh,
well.
see.
1 minute for me.
Okay, I'll take the SARS then. Haze.
A lot of people having some health problem, great health problem, breathing problem. You have to wear masks to move around. You know,
Oh, I didn't wear masks.
It's
I
quite
think it's more like on the
yeah.
air is more polluted lah.
Yeah.
So I think like it's not a clear sky. You cannot see a clear sky during haze.
You can't even see the sun, nothing. Then especially for people who do exercise, do running.
Oh yeah.
They cannot go to the park or go to anywhere outdoor to do their exercise.
Okay, so for me, I picked SARS. So SARS was one of the period which I think I really cannot forget lah. Because I think if I'm not wrong, I was P5 year 2003 that point of time, and somehow the news and the media they reported that there was this virus called SARS, and it was like daily, but it was a life-threatening virus.
Oh wow.
I think there were a lot of healthcare profession. They did not care about their life or anything. They
sacrifice.
They sacrifice.
Wow.
I mean, that was the moment that you truly, really could identify some heroes where they, despite don't care about their family, their environment.
But you were schooling during that period.
I was schooling lah. I mean, of course, there was. You need to take temperature every morning. You must bring your own thermometer, take temperature. Then, if you're having fever, borderline fever, finish. You need to go back already.
Talking about this SARS, it's very close to our recent COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
COVID-19 actually is the worst.
I mean, SARS was like step 1, then
Yeah.
COVID just came about, and I think the whole world was affected. So I think it was new for me because I was already in my teens. But I was like, you know, when you teens, you got a lot of things you want to do, and go out, you want to do this, you want to do that, but you're all restricted. So only can go out for groceries. I think that time also, because I already graduated from secondary school, then you want to work part-time, right? Then you want to find job is very hard. So there was very limited jobs. And all you can do at home is do the home workout, call your friends.
I think COVID really brought another perspective to life. I mean, something like work from home and all those things like really came in. There was a lot of damages also lah. I mean, it's a life-threatening disease and all those things. But there was also some good new. I think technology really took place after COVID came about. Like really like all this work from home and usage of more of technology.
More practical things.
More practical things lah. Online classes.
If it wasn't for COVID, then work from home wouldn't have become a thing.
Exactly.
So many jobs you can actually just do from work from home.
Technology really helped us in COVID-19 because if only the technology wasn't there, I think we still had to struggle like going physically to school, office and all those things. Now we have got a lot of new initiatives like the e-learning and all those things. I think COVID-19 was really a good
lifesaver, but also I think you can see there's a pros and cons
it's
for
a pro
it
and cons lah.
When everybody is experiencing this pandemic and resources are limited and everything, and time outside of your home, when you're allowed to exit your home, right, is for groceries only, people become a bit more, how do you say, selfish. So you saw the news where some of them are like stocking up, or
Toilet
taking
paper.
everything off the racks. I think that's not so nice because
Especially toilet rolls.
yeah, because like, you need to think of others. Everybody also need resources. So yeah, I think it was, I don't know. I saw mostly the older generation more kanchong. Yeah, they were more kanchong. So I think we can be nicer and save some for the rest also.
I saw two set of people lah. One of them, like what you say, is like maybe very kanchong, and then people just go to supermarket and they want to stock up things. Another set of people were like very gracious. Like if they have got extra pair of masks or anything. I think mask was very highly in demand.
Yeah.
Not only toilet roll, mask also is terribly on demand.
Yeah.
So I do see like online posters, people do say I've got extra pair of masks. If you all want, you all can come and collect it and all those things. I mean, economy was very down, so there was so many insecurities around us that we were really, and furthermore, we do not know what's the solution.
Do you think that people react differently during the crisis compared to normal times? I have one instruction here. Read the scenario card. What would you do in this situation?
My situation is more or less like a scam lah. Okay, so in a shopping center, there's this one promoter trying to sell some online product to one auntie, and whereby they're asking her to download an app, but the auntie seems very confused and she's not very sure whether she's doing the right thing or wrong thing. Secondly, he's asking her to log in via her SingPass lah. So as a passerby, what would I do? I would definitely go and interfere and then check what is actually all this about lah, because I as a public, I have the right to go to the promoter to check that what is this app about and what is the investment about and all those things. So if I'm convinced, then maybe I can tell the auntie that this one is a legit promotion and all those things. But if I'm feeling that this could be a scam or anything, then I'll just tell the person that I feel it's a scam.
Usually, like older people are more gullible in a sense, and they have money lah, but like they're not really sure how to. And they, of course, who wouldn't want more money? Yeah, but they are not so tech savvy to verify all this.
I mean, no need to feel that it's none of our business. We can always invite ourselves to check whether it's legit or false. So at least you can save yourself and save someone else.
Especially during socializing, we talk about it, right?
Correct.
So we actually share these are things happening. You know? Let's say we have family outings, gatherings. Yeah, talk to our elderly people that
Correct.
these are scams.
Why not I take a scenario as well?
How about you?
So basically, my scenario is witnessing a medical emergency on the MRT, and let's say an old man, collapses on the floor. So the first thing, like what I would do, would be to render aid by providing CPR and asking another passerby to call for the staff assistance via the emergency button. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure some Singaporeans, as we see on Mothership and all, they will whip up their phone first and see what's the commotion about. Yeah. So no sense of urgency lah. Some correct, Singaporeans.
Okay, in fact, I have a very real incident. I was actually queuing up at a food center. Suddenly, this guy in front of me, suddenly he collapsed straight down.
Old man.
It's a young guy.
Oh.
It's actually at the industrial park. We are queuing up for food. Then he actually
boom,
fell on the face down.
Face first. Oh my god.
Face down. Then when we got shocked. Then we actually tried to quickly.
Was it crowded?
Help him. It's during lunchtime. It's a long queue actually. So actually another guy and me actually helped him to lift him up. Then get him sit and we quickly.
But he unconscious.
He is conscious. Then we quickly call the ambulance. Okay. Then what happened is that he don't want to follow the ambulance. Said no, because he may have concussion. So I actually advised him to go with the ambulance. This is my personal experience.
So the people around were quite helpful.
Yeah, correct. So we actually stay away. Yeah. Singaporean, they are actually very helpful. There are many helpful Singaporeans. See any accident, right? They will or this kind of thing happen, right? They will assist. Okay, then let's see what I get. This one is talking about witnessing a car accident. Right? It's the same scenario as someone to
collapsing.
collapse or these things.
Medical emergency.
So I think there's a bus or something like that collapse
Oh,
on
yeah,
site,
yeah,
right?
yes, yes.
Then a lot of Singaporeans help, right?
Yeah.
Whatever nationality they help to lift up the bus. I'm not too sure whether you come across this.
Yeah, we saw
this
a lot of like those bus accident or traffic car accident. Then most of the footage is mostly civilians will help
correct.
the victims first.
Yes. Talking about Kampung spirit, just let me share with you in my childhood days when I'm primary school time. We actually live in this in Chinatown, and actually this building, right, is a 4 to 5 story high. Let's say can remember, it's a concrete building, and then what happens is that there are 2 sectors. Each sector, right, can live about 7 to 8 households.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Then they're actually very close by. So actually, there's no gate, nothing. Though we are not saying those are of kampong, those attached houses, but these are concrete buildings. So actually, our children, our friends, all know each other.
Very close by.
Yeah, we share the kitchen, we share the toilet, all these things. That's where we learn how to play chate, we play even table tennis, together. So we are actually very, very close. This is the fun that we have gone through. But over the years, whereby when we because the building had to go for redevelopment, then we have to shift to those
HDB
housing estate, right? So housing estate, as you know, that let's say stay in housing estate, all the door actually closed. Seldom to be very close to the neighbors. Yeah, of course. Those neighbors next to you, right? Usually we just say hello, goodbye.
Yes.
No, nothing further on that. Yeah. But one thing good is that now the government, right, community club, they actually organize all those activities, getting people all together and to get to know each other, enjoy activities together. This is also another kind of a kampong spirit that we come across. Yeah.
I believe it's true lah. Now things are more modernized. Yeah. So I think in my generation now, as we adapt to the technology that the government put out, we also have this. I'm not sure if you guys know about this app called My First Responder. From this app, once you log in, right, you're able to locate the nearest certified aid personnel lah. Yeah. So if there's any medical emergency, we are able to reach out to them directly. Yeah. So I think this is more, how you say, practical. Yes, practical in terms of we need to get help as fast as possible.
Helping tendency is still from those times Kampung all the way to now. It's still the same. Example, COVID. My estate, there are quite a number of old people there. So sometimes where I do witness that some of the people, they go to the supermarket and think they have to get them toleros, essential item and all those things. So I do see the kampung spirit still live there, that helping tendency. I mean, okay, if you can't come out, no problem, I will be there to support you. So we are still there for any emergency and we support each another.
We also do donation to community. Sometimes, this time now they request for toothpaste, toothbrush, all these things, and then people will start to donate to
ration distribution.
Ration, correct.
Ration, we go for the.
Yeah, I think that's nice.
Yeah. But actually, the kampong spirit is still there.
Correct.
It's just a different
location.
modern way.
What being Singaporean means to me most is to be able to enjoy the different cuisines that Singapore has.
We are able to live in harmony with different races, being Malay, Indian, Chinese.
Being able to access to all this good food is a luxury to me.
I love Singapore because this was the place that I was born and I was raised and I grown up with my family.
Especially when we return back from travel, we'll be very happy to see welcome home to Singapore.
So this is my roots and I love my nation.
We live in a very peaceful environment.
We are always helpful for each another and we are one nation who helps each another in any crisis.
This is what being a Singaporean means to me.
Happy birthday, Singapore!